Call this meeting to order. Determine there's a quorum present. Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Nettleton, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We have a quorum. Y'all will please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Flores, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Karen was a little late on that one. She was struggling there. No minutes. Item 4, there's no minutes. No minutes. Citizens' comments. I'm going to go to judges' comments too, because that way I can say it. Ms. Gulick turned in a citizens' comments. She didn't want to speak, but I will tell you that her concern is on the second international bridge, the proposed route that goes from the bridge back to Industrial Park would cut through the middle of her property. And what she is saying is, the amount of traffic that would go through there, for one, would be unbearable. And then the other one, this ranch has been in the family for years, over 100 years. And she is totally against the proposed route that goes from the Second International Bridge through her property, alongside the airport and to Industrial Road. And part of that, we have an item on here to set up a meeting with the city of Del Rio. And I'll read a text here in a minute that John Sheedy about that meeting. Probably won't happen until sometime in December, the first week in December. But we have been, I guess blindsided would be a kind word, by what they've done, and the way they took off and what happened. We actually had meetings with, there was a meeting between Commissioner Nettleton and one of their consultants. We had discussions with John, Mr. Sheedy, the city manager, and nothing was supposed to be sent out until we could actually have a meeting between the city and Commissioner's Court, joint meeting, where everybody could sit down and listen and try to discuss which way we were running. Then there was a letter sent out, and we didn't appreciate that. They've already understand that we didn't appreciate it. I'm trying to be nice here because I'm running for office. But I will tell you that I don't appreciate what they did, the way they've done it. They did have a meeting the other day, and in that meeting, it was to listen to concerns, but not really listen to them, but you needed to write it down and then give it to them, which, in my opinion, again, that was not handled properly either. We're elected officials, and, we should take the heat.
And that comment form that they had was there was to go to the people that will be doing the work.
Yeah.
And they were to receive it by November 17th.
Yeah. And again, we're going to have a meeting with them, the joint city council, commissioners court meeting. It will be at the Civic Center. We're trying to pick dates, but we were hoping to have it within the next 2 weeks. Don't look like that's going to happen. It won't be, John Sheedy sent me a text, Mr. Sheedy sent me a text the first week in December, but, we've got an item on here.
Can we discuss when we get to that item? Or is it just narrowed to having the meeting? Or can we actually talk about the project? Yeah, the way the item is missed.
We're talking about a meeting.
Okay, I'll hold my comments until the day we actually have an item.
Let's keep getting longer.
Yeah.
Ms. Gulick, are you okay with my comments about what we've talked about?
It's evaluation of the 4-family homes out there. In the property, no longer being able to have cattle on the place.
Okay. And again, she didn't want to speak, but she did an excellent job right now talking. So you'd have just been better off coming up here. It carried more weight, you up here speaking, than me talking, because you're actually fixing to live it. It's going to be difficult.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Gabriel Zapata? Is that right? Is it Zapata?
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning, Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, sir.
So I'm here this morning on behalf of the board organization. Wanted to discuss items 12 and 14. First of all, items 12, having to possibly move next commissioners' meetings, court meeting, or the November 22nd meeting to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. So, I had a hard time trying to get here just because I have to let my, my
Let's do
employer
this.
know. Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. We're gonna go, vote to item 12, discussion possible action on Moon Commissioners Court meeting on November 22nd to 6 p.m. And we'll also talk about, item 14, discussion possible action on holding special meeting to discuss Old Foster Road and Moreno Valley subdivision, meeting to be held in the evening. I put both items on the agenda, and I visited with, Commissioner Flores, and we had, I guess it's been now 5 months since y'all were last here.
Yeah.
At that time, our answer was, basically Old Foster Road's not ours. If we had accepted it, then we could do the water line, but since it's not ours, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But during that conversation, we'd said that we would get back to you in a couple months. And visiting with Commissioner Flores, and he says, bottom line is, we need to put this one to rest, and I agree. So I have 2 items on the agenda. I don't know if the court would want to have a special meeting. My opinion, I do think that we need to go ahead and give y'all an answer. I think we already have, but we left it open. I think we need to go ahead and get this done, either yes or no.
Right.
And take a vote, which we've done in the past, but I think y'all need a little bit more closure. So whatever the court wants to do, we can have the 22nd meeting at 6 o'clock. Or we could have a special meeting just for, Old Foster Road, Moreno Valley subdivision. I don't know what the court wants to do.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
I would recommend that we have a special meeting for this. This way we can be transparent and once and for all, take care of, any issues that are pending concerning Foster Road or that, Moreno Valley subdivision.
Would the court be all right by having a special meeting versus having the 22nd meeting in the afternoon?
I'm fine with that.
Huh?
I'm fine with it. That's what he wants.
You want to schedule something for next Tuesday, sir?
Yeah, I guess, 6 in the afternoon, it's all right with everybody
Is
else.
that your motion? I don't have the date in front of me, but
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we, schedule a special meeting,
This is on item 14, correct?
it would be on item 14, and it would take care of 12 and 14, because if we do one, we wouldn't need to do the other.
It's the 15th, Judge.
It's the 15th? So we would have the meeting, Commissioner Flores, on the 15th at 6 o'clock here.
yes, sir.
You gonna be here?
Sir?
You gonna be here?
Well, I don't know what you.
Oh, man, I thought you were leaving and on vacation.
No, I'll be here.
Not the other part.
It's like, that was just me.
You said you were leaving on vacation.
No, she said I ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
She is my wife. Motion is on the 15th at 6 o'clock here.
Yes, sir.
Special call
okay,
meeting.
this is on item 14?
Yes, sir, on item 14.
Second, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Sir, did you need to say something?
That is it. Thank you so much for.
No, thank you. Ms. Fuentes, we can go back to citizens' comments.
Thank you, Judge Owens and County Commissioners for that vote, and good morning. My name is Sandra Fuentes. I'm co-chair of the border organization. Just a question on that special call meeting. Thank you for that vote. I'm wondering if there's going to be back and forth.
It's going to be a special call meeting, so y'all can come up and we can have a conversation.
Good, perfect. So the reason I'm here as well is every year I'm invited as a representative of the border organization to address Leadership Del Rio. Okay, we have 2 people in the audience that are representing that group this morning, and I wanted them to pay attention, because I'm going to grill them when they invite me in January, how government works. And one of the challenges is what Mr. Zapata said, hard for people to get to your morning meetings, right? And Judge Owens, as you recall, this was one of our questions in Calendar session, if elected, will you put it, on the agenda to change the meeting time. Not all of them, just, when you're expecting a lot of people, maybe once a month, put some meetings on the agenda. Going back to Leadership Del Rio, they're here to pay attention to see how government works, right? So I think a good, important lesson that was learned today is for government, local government. Judge Owens put this item on the agenda. Number two, the court voted to have a special call meeting for this very, very important issue concerning Moreno Valley Assistant. And for that, I thank you. Thanks.
That's a good thing, right? And judge's comments, I will tell you that, I put it on, but we had I think Commissioner Flores and myself, we had a discussion about it. So it was one of these things that and him visiting with me, that we needed to do something. I will give credit to him. Yeah. All right. Item 6, approving monthly report from elected officials. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 7, approving bills for payment. Commissioner Nettleton.
I'll make a motion to approve, and, we have a bill that came in late, which was for the, Better Women's Shelter. Is it possible for us to approve that pending y'all's review of it, and then you can pay it once y'all approve the pending review?
And that's something you have to talk to Matt about.
You can make a motion.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the bills, add the one for the Better Women, because they're trying to get started and they need the funding to get started. Approve the bills pending the auditor's review of it, and then authorize them to issue a check once they have done their, due diligence.
I'll second that for discussion. My only question that I have on this,
I'm here to get rid of the hearing.
Oh, good. There you are.
We're gonna hear you until you say something we don't like.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
And so you guys don't like the hearing.
Okay. Real quick, I had a second for discussion, Commissioner.
I just wanted to know the dollar amount on that.
It's, 15,000.
Okay.
And that'll be paid monthly. We had a contract with them for 180,000. 90,000 is coming, we're partnering with the city of Del Rio for 90,000. So half of
Okay.
15 is paid by the city of Del Rio. They actually, I didn't check with them, but they were gonna try to put it on last night's meeting. Don't know if they did. Did they? Okay. Didn't get a phone call. But, we do partner with the city of Del Rio, and we go, halvesies on this. Matt, did you want to say something?
Right, I believe we discussed this bill, yesterday, and everything was on the 22nd. Is that correct?
Okay. With the motion that was made today, if possible, once you review it and get everything done, would it be possible to get these individuals paid before the 22nd?
Right, but as we know, code, we can't pay anything that's not presented to you guys.
Okay. Well, we have a, okay, let's do this. I guess my question is,
That's all it indicated.
okay, my question is, there was a motion, and we have a second. I haven't taken a vote. If you're saying you can't pay it, we have a special called meeting on the 15th. Could we present it then? Would the POs be done?
Oh, yes, it could be absolutely done. And I believe it was gonna be set up under a payroll period. So we were gonna be fine going forward.
I understand that, but if we could get this, the sooner that we get this paid, we only had one company that bid, and everything that we went through with them, I really don't want to make them mad. So, what do you want to do, Commissioner? I know that your motion already is and all that.
I don't know why we make it so complicated, but whatever they want.
We put it on the 15th? You okay?
I don't see any reason why we can't do it this way, but if you want to put it on the 15th, we'll put it on the 15th. I'll withdraw my motion.
Do you have a motion to approve bills?
Motion to approve bills.
Commissioner Flores?
Second, accept.
I have a motion, Matt, we'll get it on the 15th, that we want to get these people paid. All right?
All right.
All right. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 8, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report.
Move.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton,
Second.
second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 9, discussion possible action on certification of revenue paid, $2,678.92, Texas Association of Counties for Sheriff Vehicle Unit 12.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez.
We need to know where to put that money.
Back in the sheriff. We sold his vehicle, right?
Is this,
It was a vehicle that,
Yes, what this was for, what this was an accident, the original check was for about 5,000.
Mhm.
Repairs came in around 3. This is the balance.
I mean, actually, could be anywhere, but.
Yeah. Motion to approve and put the money in contingency.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton. Commissioner Vasquez, you second it. You okay with that?
Yes, sir, second.
Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. B, 11,000 auction property. This property is the one that was auctioned there on, Railroad Street. We had the sale last Tuesday, one we've been dealing with.
Motion to approve. This is the piece in your.
That one track.
Motion to approve.
And the money's to go, I don't know where y'all wanna put it. We have a line item, for leases and properties.
Property purchase.
Fine.
Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Really slow, right? Item 10, discussion possible action on budget adjustments. A, purchasing $3,254.22 from general fund expenditures to purchasing capital expenditures, 3, scanners.
Move.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. B, Sheriff, $1,008.50 from Sheriff auto expense to Sheriff capital expenditures, 1 vehicle scanner.
Move.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 11, discussion possible action to approve treasurer's report. This isn't the good one, so we don't need any action on this. We're good?
Yeah, there's no report.
All right. No action needed. Item 12, we've already been through that one. Item 14. Item 13, discuss on possible action on holding a special meeting between Commissioners Court and City Council for the Second International Bridge. Let me read you what Mr. Sheedy sent me. I said I would. They believe December 5th through the 9th would probably be the best for us, if that might work with you guys. Thanks. So they're saying the week of the 5th through the 9th would probably work for them. So if y'all want to pick a date, we have a meeting on the 22nd, and then we'll have our regular Commissioners Court is on the 22nd, and then on the 6th of December. So if y'all want
I'm out the 7th and 8th.
7th and 8th?
I'm out. I'm gonna be here.
So the 5th or the 6th?
We can do it after our commissioner court meeting?
Yeah.
Could we have, I don't care. That's fine.
Is there a time?
It would be in the afternoon, sometime around 6 o'clock. That way everybody could show up.
Okay.
Would y'all be okay if I send something to them the 5th or the 6th, at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, that'll work for me.
That works.
I don't know.
Motion to approve.
All right, for the 5th or the
For
6th.
the 6th, 5th or 6th, at 6 p.m.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton. Second. Second. Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 14, we've already done. Item 15, discussion possible action to purchase 20-foot by approximately 1,400 linear foot for right-of-way at the intersection of Calle de Verdegan and Cocobolo from Susan Garcia. And Commissioner Wardlaw, you had item 21, discussion possible action for approval to survey a 30-foot right-of-way out of Calle de Verdegan. It's a 30-foot right-of-way that is already there, approximately 1,400 foot long. And Commissioner Wardlaw spoke with, Ms. Garcia, last week. And in order to clean it up, because we're in the process of purchasing 50-foot right-of-way from that other individual on the other lot, if we got the other 20-foot, it would be a 50-foot right-of-way. So, if we get permission, to start negotiation with this individual on the 20 feet to add to the 30-foot that's already there.
So Judge, could we, get a letter to her about what we just discussed? Now we'll telephone her too. That's what really bothered her last time, is that she was not contacted.
Okay. We can get a letter to her, and then, part of your motion to begin the negotiation process?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Motion Commissioner Wardlaw, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 16, discussion possible action regarding the Texas Local Mercy Planning Committee's grant program opportunity, deadline December 2nd, 2022. Minimum request, no match required, is $10,000.
Would this be used to help update our plan? Or, can't remember the name.
Which one?
Flood plan. Or what are we planning on using this money for?
Yes.
To update the flood plan?
Yeah. And, we got a letter, also, this morning I was looking through emails, and we also have a letter from the state of Texas for our emergency management plan, that there's more money out there to help us put that together. That we actually got this morning.
Motion to approve application.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible, item 17, discussion possible action on sunset invoice to be paid from available appropriations. We had a individual, immigrant that had passed. Bottom line is we had to go get him out of the freezer and then go bury him. Regular pauper burial, $725, something like that. This bill was for $1,900, because of the circumstances that were surrounding the individual. I won't go into details. There is a line item that I was looking at a little while ago where we're gonna get the money. I know that we'd set money aside for this and try to get reimbursed from Operation Lone Star. There is an account, and one of the things that you have on the agenda, Commissioner Nettleton, in Operation Lone Star, there's actually a line item on there for this.
I'll make a motion to take the money out of the potentially approved line item for the Operation Lone Star.
Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Matt? Are you done?
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
We've set up some money also out of the first amount for this, right? Because this 1,900, there's another line item out of the 2.5, but we don't have that 2.5 yet. So there is a line item right now, in the 2.8 for this, right? Or we could get the money out of it in order to be able to pay this.
That I'm not sure, Judge, but what we'll do, we'll get the invoice paid, right, then we'll come back and we will reimburse the roll up.
Okay, so you're happy?
I'm happy, yes.
Okay, that'll work. Motion carried 5-0. Item 18, discuss and possible action to write a check to District Clerk's Office for a 6-acre tract in the amount of $919 for fees associated with transfer. This was actually, we talked about it 6 months ago. It's the 6 acres between the SC Ranch, and Laughlin Air Force Base. It was a tract that is landlocked. We talked about getting the money out of contingency the last time. It was not done. I need permission to go ahead and get $919 out of this year's budget out of contingency to get this done.
Motion to approve out of contingency.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 19, discussion possible action approving a resolution honoring the Del Rio Mighty Ram Band. Tom, do you have that resolution? Yes. Don't make Tom read it. Maybe. They've they're impressive. They've been going and competing and winning and all kinds of stuff.
Resolution, a resolution in honor of the Del Rio High School Marching Band. Whereas the Val Verde County Commissioners Court believes that the accomplishments of the Del Rio High School Marching Band should be recognized, and whereas the program that offers guidance, knowledge, and life skills to our local youth should be recognized, and whereas the Val Verde County Commissioners Court recognizes the personal sacrifice and dedication necessary for each member to excel and compete in regionals, and whereas the Val Verde Commissioners Court wishes to acknowledge those that have worked so hard to accomplish the following. Now therefore be it resolved by the Commissioners Court of Val Verde County, Texas, that 1, on September 17, 2022, the Del Rio High School Marching Band competed at the Bands of America South Texas Regional Championship in McAllen, Texas. The band earned outstanding musical performance, outstanding visual performance, and outstanding general effect, and was named the Band of America South Texas Class 3A champion. The band also advanced to finals and placed 4th out of 24 bands. 2, on October 8, 2022, the Del Rio High School Marching Band competed at the Bands of America West Texas Regional Championship in Midland, Texas. The band advanced to finals and placed 7th out of 28 bands. 3, on October 15, 2022, the Del Rio High School Marching Band competed at the UIL Regional 11 Marching Contest in San Antonio, Texas. The band received superior first division ratings from all 3 judges and advanced to the UIL Area Marching Contest. 4, on October 29, 2022, the Del Rio High School Marching Band competed at the 6A UIL Area H Marching Contest in San Antonio, Texas. The band advanced to area finals against 21 bands across 3 different UIL regions from the Del Rio, Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Austin area. In finals, the band earned 7th place. This resolution shall become effective immediately upon passage by the Val Verde County Commissioners Court. Passed and approved this 8th day of November, 2022.
Motion to approve.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action on sale of properties taxing entities. I put this on. We're fixing to get more and more lists from our taxing attorneys as to properties that they're wanting to sell. There was a list of 21 the other day that was sent to us, and I'll give it to y'all. But only 7 were approved by the city. We're holding on to these pieces of property way too long, and they're costing us money because we're not collecting any taxes. And the next thing is we keep being asked to go clean properties because we're listed as trustees, and we're getting thrown under the bus, but they belong to all taxing entities. One of the piece of property that has come up, and we worked on it like a year and a half ago, and we still own it, which I can't believe that we haven't gone through the process of trying to sell it or get rid of it. I know that there was a lot of money owed on it in taxes, and then I think the city had put some cleaning bills on it or whatever. The problem is that we continue to clean it, we continue to cost us money. And Jesus Christ, even if we were to pay somebody $1,000 just to get rid of it, come January, we get to charge them a tax, and from now on. It just does not make sense to.
I agree with you. We need to get rid of them. I'll make a motion to put all the properties together, bring them to the court, and we authorize them to go out for auction. Now, why would the city reject selling?
I have no idea. I will tell you that a visit with Ron Lagocha, there was 21 pieces of property on there, and only 7 of them, the city had said, okay, let's go sell these.
Do we have the authorization to sell them even if the city doesn't want to?
Any entity, what he said, is not the sale.
Right.
But we can authorize to sell them, and then they can say no?
They can stop the sale, basically. And at the end of the day, all the entities have an interest in that property.
Yeah. Second. And I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Warren. The problem is that we're trying to sit here and collect everything that's owed on a piece of property that isn't worth. You know, you take a lot in San Felipe right now that used to be worth 15, now it's worth about 25,000, and you owe $30,000 in taxes and clean fees, and they want the $30,000. But yet we've had it for years, and we're not collecting any money in taxes, and we keep cleaning it.
Perhaps there's an item that could be added to that 7th, 5th, or 6th meeting in
Okay.
the city.
All right, that'll work. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 21, discussion possible action for approval to put a 30-foot right-of-way out of Calle Verdegan. Commissioner Wardlaw?
Second motion.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion and possible action for approval to purchase a John Deere 4010 P-tier backhoe loader, pricing through Sourcewell at $169,450 from Yellowstone Machinery Company for the fairgrounds. Funds to come out of Parks Building Maintenance, ARPA budget.
Motion.
Second. Is this, it says ARPA, but it's in their general,
It's part of the money we set aside out of Harper for all the precincts and for the fairground,
for special projects?
for special projects and equipment.
But there was money in his capital outlay. But you want to take it out of ARPA, what's that? All right. I have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw. Did we get a second? Second.
I second.
Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 23, discussion possible action for the approval of a resolution declaring an invasion of illegal aliens of Valverde County. We talked about this probably a month and a half ago, and I know that, John, you were looking into some stuff, as far as the definition of invasion, and we couldn't really come up with anything that we could write. So how are we gonna move forward with this one? Commissioner Wardlaw?
I'll make the motion.
Do you have a resolution for us to consider, Commissioner?
Judge Shahan sent 10 resolutions over from different counties.
And we've turned them over.
We've not been in agreement with how those are written. Your office have it.
Okay, well, could y'all work up something for us, please? Where this is done?
Why don't we do this, if the court would table it, we can then come up with a resolution for the next meeting, and if we can come up with something, then we'll get it to Commissioner Wardlaw so we can put it on the agenda.
I appreciate that, but for anybody's information, all they have to do is go to South Del Rio, and that's where the invasion occurs. That's where they're coming in, off of the Rancho Rio Grande. And they're coming through my daughter's place every day. They're coming
The
in.
resolution that's been presented by Kitty County is not reflective of what's happening here.
Okay, well, I'd appreciate if y'all would go. Thank you.
You're gonna go visit with the county attorneys to be able to bring something back?
Yes.
Okay. You want a motion to table this until later?
Okay.
Motion to table. Commissioner Wardlaw, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible action on approving building permit for solar project to Evergreen Solar Services located within Amistad zoning area, located 1.6 miles to the south of intersection US 277, Recreational Road 2 on US Highway 277, close to the entrance of the 90 West Crush Base Pit.
Judge, I'd like to make a motion to table until after executive session.
Second. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Should I write this one down? Item 25, discussion possible action for approval of proposed Operation Lone Star budget 9/1/2021 through 8/31/2023.
We had, the court had appointed a subcommittee of the grants committee. We've met on, I think, 3 occasions with all the different departments that are related to this and came up with a budget that is in y'all's packet, of what the expenditures would be for pending approval from the state to authorize those expenditures. So I will make a motion to approve the budget as presented, pending state approval.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discuss possible action for approval to add an AT&T FirstNet line and cell phone for Myra Diaz, Clerk 1, for Precinct 4.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action for approval of Valverde County to enter into an agreement with AEP to install, construct electrical facilities at Vega Verde Road by Duck Pond for $790.05 to come out of Precinct 4 operating budget and grant authority for county judge to sign.
Motion to approve.
Second. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 28, discussion possible action for approval to allow a nonprofit and state-funded program by the name of MHP Salud to hold in-person appointments for the application assistance at the community center. What is this?
She's gonna give us an update as to
Good morning.
the breakdown of the program. What
I'm
it
sorry, I
consists of.
looked up.
Good morning. My name is Marlene Ramirez. Thank you, Commissioner Flores, for allowing me the opportunity to come and speak. So I'm speaking on behalf of MHP Salud. We're a nonprofit organization. I am also a certified community health worker through the state of Texas, and that's our role. Our role is to educate communities on the importance of having health care. So we explain to them what healthcare is. We also help them apply for the services. We help them apply for whether it's Medicaid, CHIP, and explain to them. We also help them get information about the marketplace if they need insurance. So that is our role. And not only that, our role is to also locate resources within the community, and we make referrals to programs that are also within communities. What we are asking, or what I'm asking, is to be able to be at the community center, whether it's once or twice a week, and provide services to those that come into the community center, helping them whether it's filling out an application or finding a local resource.
Would you be able to do that at other locations throughout the
Yes.
county?
Yes. Yes, the goal is to service the community the best that we can.
Okay, do you have a phone number or contact information? Could you give it to all four of the commissioners?
Yes.
Judge, I've got a vacant, office there available for them to use. So I will make a motion to allow them to help the people there out of the community center
And then to get with the other commissioners?
and to get with the other commissioners.
Second.
And Elizabeth, you keep raising your hand.
So I have her contact information. Well,
Okay, so you can get it to him?
Yeah, we've got everything. I mean,
All right, I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Nettleton. Thank you.
Thank you.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Y'all ain't falling asleep back there. Y'all okay? Item 29, discussion possible action for approval to advertise for competitive sealed bids for the following purchase: county agent, 3/4 ton truck, precinct 2, transit.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 30, discussion possible action for approval to advertise for competitive sealed bids for the DAG TMPC grant number 2022-01-013 to renovate heating and ventilation and air conditioning HVAC infrastructure at the Aerospace Physiology Facility at Laughlin Air Force Base. Oh, my God. I have a motion, Commissioner
Second.
Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 31, discussion possible action to approve the purchase of a 2022 ProMaster 3500 van for the IT department at a total price of $49,900. That's a lot of zeros, but it should be $49,950 and authorize $950 to be allocated from an account at the court's discretion.
Do we still have money left in some of these, IT accounts? Where they're not there?
They have funds, they have funds still set aside. They actually have money still for Shelby, for other stuff.
They have
though.
$53,000 in capital outlay. $49,000 of that is for a purchase of a van. The other is to outfit the van.
So do you want to take it out of that, or do you want to take it? He's got another.
He's got another account that has a lot of money in it.
I'll make a motion to approve and take it out of the IT account, one of the IT accounts that have funding.
Right, and then, all right, have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion possible action to approve the approve and award bid 22.21.B to Ram Country for the purchase of a 1-ton crew cab 4x4 with flatbed purchase to be made from Precinct 1's road equipment outlay.
Motion.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Wardlaw, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 33, discussion possible action on the Bryce County Judge to sign a 3-year renewal for our fire and security panic button monitoring. No change in price. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, you seconded? Second, Commissioner.
Do we want to go 3 years? Are we still going to look at this other security deal that we looked at?
The security thing that we looked at didn't have the panic buttons.
But will we need the panic button?
No.
I don't.
The 3-year, we get a better price than a 1-year.
Okay.
And we can always cancel.
All right.
Who seconded it? Commissioner Vasquez? Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 34, discussion possible action to approve the following items as surplus property and designate for proper disposition. Disposition may include but not limited to auction, reassign, or destroy. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against?
Thank you.
Motion carries.
Judge, is there any problem? Precinct 1 hands out these gallons of disinfectant in the distribution.
The gallons of disinfectant, but where we get the disinfectant?
That's on your list there. The last item.
You probably lost, I would not, if the disinfectant is what came from what the county produced, it's no good. It's no good? No, if the disinfectant is what we produced.
I think he's saying, Judge, that it was at the San Houston School or not?
Right. And it's not
It's
what we
stuff that's
produced.
at the school? I hate to,
They were produced commercially, it's not what we produced.
I'd hate to hand something out to be sold or given and not know what's in it.
I agree.
No, you're not.
First off, if there are some ill effects from it, there may be some liability in that. So we probably need to know.
So now that that's brought up, we just made a motion to get rid of it. Do we need to figure out what it is before we go to get rid of it?
So we can do so safe.
Yeah. That motion.
We'll observe that for,
We take that off.
we need to have,
I'll amend my motion to dispose of everything except the 50 pounds of disinfectant until we figure out for sure what it is.
Second,
And the
accept.
proper way to dispose of it.
We're good? All in favor?
All right.
Anybody against? Motion carries. Can I bring a gallon? If we can get a gallon to the office and then we'll.
Try it out.
no doubt what it is.
It is. Okay. Item 35, discussing and now maybe it get livelier, it's like we're. Item 35, discussion of possible action on letter received from Department of Air Force accepting the offer to gift dated February 15, 2022 from Valverde County to renovate the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning infrastructure at the Aerospace Physiology project consisting of a DI grant from the Texas military. Go ahead.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 36, discussing possible action on approving the variance for 14.5. I don't see the dot. I guess it's there. 14.5 setback request by the owner of Lot 13, Block 4, San Pedro Canyon Estates. The request is for a 15-foot front line setback variance for the recently built home. We had a discussion in Amistad zoning. Did not have a quorum at that time. There was several of the commissioners of Amistad zoning made comments. Bottom line is the house is already built. I think the one comment that was over and over again was, what do we do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? So part of that process will be that, Carlos will bring us something back so the council, the court can approve, going out, and maybe charging a fee for it, but to go out and actually measure, what's there before they throw the concrete. When they brought the original plans, it was not like this. They scooted it forward without any approval. The house is already built. But to their defense, they thought they were going also by what the setback says on the plans and that they have. Motion to approve. Commissioner Nettleton, second. Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Excellent job. Item 37, discussion possible action approving a lease between Valverde County and City Church Del Rio softball and baseball clinic on behalf of Justice. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 38, discussion possible action on ratifying the use of the county library folding conference tables for the Monarch Butterfly exhibit with its connection to Dia de los Muertos and.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 39, discussion possible action on asking a member of the Council of Commissioners Court to recommend replace member of the Cybersecurity Committee. As our previous purchasing agent was one of the members, a Cybersecurity Committee meeting will be scheduled shortly after. He'd like to replace Roy with Melissa.
I'll make a motion to replace Roy with Melissa.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 40, discussion possible action with first issuance of a county credit card.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 41, discussion possible action authorize Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez, Judge Lozon to sign addendum for LIZO program state plan.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 42, discussion possible action authorize Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to sign 2022 state and local HIDA task force agreement.
Move.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 43, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to use reserves account at his discretion. I think there was an issue with paying for some, meals for another agency that was coming into town. That issue in visiting with Matt yesterday has been resolved. And there was a process worked out on which way to handle that. So.
Motion to deny.
Okay, because that one's already been taken care of. I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Did you need to say something, Chief? We're good because the other one had already been taken care of, right?
Yes.
All right. Motion to approve the motion. Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 44, discussion possible action on approval of HR monthly report.
Motion to approve is presented.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. You're on a roll, Commissioner. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 45, closed session, consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses 8, contemplated litigation, C 551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, and/or value of real property and possible action open session thereafter, D 551.073, regarding the negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property and possible action session in open session thereafter, E 551.076, regarding security devices, security audits, and/or security personnel. If y'all will give us the room, we'll go into executive session. And to the two people in the back, do we need to sign y'all's cards? The last time somebody asked you to sign, would y'all like a picture with the court? Huh? No.
I don't want to be related to that group.
Well, let's do this. Why don't you come in here, and we're gonna get a picture with you. Come on up. Oh, my God. Well, at least she's honest. I don't know if y'all caught it on camera.
You're here right now too, right?
He's with the real food.
Go back there behind the.
Do what? Yeah, y'all get in the middle, we're gonna stand around you. Y'all get in the middle. So we don't wear it in uniform. I don't think that's any question.
Is there a rep from the band here or anything?
There we go. I'm just gonna stand. There you go. We're good.
Okay. Leadership Doria people step forward one step, and then Gus, you'll go in kind of between them, and then there's, no, you're good, Gus. Then go this way a little bit. Okay, right there.
Got it?
And then, there you go, right there. You guys have done
I
it.
still can't believe she said no.
Awesome. All right, very nice. Everybody smile. One more. Awesome, thank you.
That worked. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Of course, we need a picture of the, resolution for band too.
Oh, okay.
And,
Let me get the paper.
what? Okay.
Why not?
All right. Y'all come on up. Y'all come on up. I guess I just hold it or what do you do?
You want to?
She's a band booster.
Right there. And then Gus, if you'll come up and turn this way.
Want me to hook up?
Okay, look at mine. I'll let you stand.
That's looking good? Yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah, they're great.
All right. All right, right there. Very nice.
Boy, is what you do to him, Gus? What you do to him, both? Gus smile. You wanna try some sanitizer?
You need to go home. You need to go home.
Yes.
Oh. I've been up since 3 in the morning, man.
What?
I've been up, I can't go back to sleep. 3 in the morning. No beer, no alcohol inside.
Guys?
On the monies for the sheriff, was it?
No, that's why I said that it wasn't there. No, they had talked about it yesterday. Because they had already worked it out yesterday.
Way back. Commissioners Court, come back into session. 10:48 is 10:48. No action was taken, Tom, in executive session, so you know. You didn't do anything. 46, item 46, commissioners' comments. Item 47, judges' comments. Y'all have a great day. Item 48, meeting is adjourned. Thank y'all.